Well, and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit, and this is my continuing Let's Play of Underrail. So I have sorted out most of the things that I feel like I'm going to need. Going to see how it goes. Just returning back to the Tchortists here. Dr. Harmer Stavros. Excellent work, Sir Evenstar. The Rassafors which you have rescued made it back to site assigned outpost. They have armed themselves and are ready to face the Faceless. He stops briefly. Once more. Here for a reconnaissance report. There's no need for that now. I've already been told everything I need to know about the Faceless. Excellent work so far, Sir Evenstar. At least we now have a better idea of what we're up against, even if the current situation does not allow us much room to act. The important thing is they're outside of Hollow Earth, at least for now. I think I've proven to be much assistance since my arrival. I'm going to need supplies and some better equipment if you want me to remain effective. You're correct about that, and you do seem to find your way around deep caverns very well, he pauses. The storage building right outside my office. The key code is 778901. I cannot give you ammo or weapons, or we are low ourselves, but there are some things in that storage which you might find useful. Take anything you wish from it. Tchort guide you. So let's quickly pop in here. 77890. Dynamite. Bits and pieces. Hydraulic fluid canister. And a few bits and pieces, but nothing of tremendous interest. So let's pop in here quickly. Now we're going to 3 XPs. So we're only 42 away from leveling up, but we're not going to be doing that, unfortunately. Now we are, however, off to try and kill Tchort. Let's see if we are able to do that this time. I've taken down 4 of his tentacles at least, or at least 2 of his tentacles. I don't know how much use that's going to be. I'd like to think it would be some amount, but who knows, hey? It is going to be tough at best. Absolutely awful at worst. See you when we're there. So, we are going to go down first. And our first attack, or attempt, is going to be entirely 100% going to be, 1 second, where are we? Movement points by 5. Where are we? Damage. Generate health. I mean, that's not so bad, is it? Increase action points by 25. It's a medicine. There we go. Dodge and evasion. And movement points. Well, first off, we're just going to go down and do the story part. Whoop, I should have. Did I save? I saved. I'm sure I saved. So, yeah, we got rid of... He's only got 3 of them left, so I got rid of 4. Okay. Such a heavenly feast, it would be a storm of senses at the break of abstinence. Sorry, I haven't read these earlier. Flesh of the high ones, so opulent. Their thoughts clear and brisk, waters from ancient glacial currents. Ah. But I see now that he will not dare face us. And instead we got you, another mangy rail rat. Trash-digging, foul-smelling, ugly, dysgenic mongrel. With regards to the poison you poured down our well, mutt. It'll be of no use, you have but slowed us down. For this insolence, you will suffer greatly in our embrace. Like an insect will tear you limb from limb, only to reassemble you and repeat the process. You'll know what agony a god can inflict. Okay. Ladder is now electrified. We can't go back up it. Okay. So, what I need to do is take jumping beam. Let's go here. Let's flip on the shield. Let's sprint. Oh no. Oh, that's not so bad, I suppose. Okay. So let's switch over to you. Let's expose weakness on Tchort. Really? Wow. Let's go blitz. Let's switch back to this knife. Take adrenaline. Wow, we're fucking up Tchort, boys and girls. We're gonna fuck up Tchort. Oh, of course. Yep, we've got him. He's gonna die next hit. Oh, if I hit him. He's got 13 hits. One. By the power of Grayskull. We got the deicide. Whether it was alive or dead or a god, we killed it. Whether it was a monster or god, it's dead now. Disable the ladder electric field. Most of the commands on this most of the commands on the console are written in a language unknown to you, but there's 2 you managed to make out. However, disable electric ladder field. Enable secondary elevator power. Leave. We did Tchort. And we did him in 2 or 3, no, we did him in 3 rounds. Okay, let's turn that off. Let's grab one of those. Let's reinvigorate you. Reinvigorate you. I was expecting a much harder fight than that, to be perfectly honest. We have destroyed Tchort. Now, just because I can, I'm going to do these. Just going to get... Oh, there's a Tchortling here. Bugging me sideways. I was not expecting to see one of those here. Oh, did I not? Come on. Just because I can, and because I've never done it before. I've got around to it, rather, I should say. There we go. Everything is as it's supposed to be. Wow. Okay, well, apparently the knife build is a Tchort killer. And I designed my build purely to beat Tchort. And we did it. And now fuck this game over. I'm so happy. No more Eye of Tchort. What will be interesting I got 3. I got 5 experience points for killing Tchort. So I'm down to 37 experience points. And that's it. Now, I mean, technically the game is over now. I'll be back once I'm at the base. Okay, let's see what our welcome is here. If they can tell that we've killed Tchort. Or if they've just vanished. Which is what they appear to have done. the cash. I can't see why not. Okay. Seems a little odd. I'll take the key there. I mean, in the end, I didn't need any of the things that I thought I might. Interesting, but nothing overly required, it has to be said. I mean, without them there's nothing stopping the faceless getting in, to be fair. Don't know if that would cause problems or not. I will go this way and see about collecting some of my stuff that's in this barrel. I haven't seen 6 anywhere. I was expecting him to appear and talk to me. What's my weight situation like? 146. I've got some leeway here. I'll take a couple of the dynamites. Some more of the bits and pieces. Yeah, I've got a lot of weight on me now. No, I won't take that. I don't need that. Take the lockpicks though, and oh, that's what I need to do. I need to go back and see about getting what's her name. I'm here. I need to be, yeah. This entrance here. No, this entrance here. So I can get across to Talos Outpost quicker. Maybe the faceless will stop attacking me now. It's possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible. Just feels weird not to be going in here with any creeping dread. It's quite nice. What I can do is pop you back on. Put you in here as well. So I'll have to see about this. Oh, I have to go up here now. Now it'd be great, really great, if all of the faceless had gone, but I'm just not convinced. But we'll see in just a second, I suppose. It would be great, wonderful if they have. Wow, I think they might have gone. I might be down here alone. Oh, is she gone? No, she's not. No. She's dead. Well, fair enough. That's settled, sorted that one out. She's dead. That's a little annoying, but it's not entirely unexpected, I suppose. So now I just need to get back to here. And see if that's the elevator to back up to SGS. Where are we? We're here. God, this place is eerie. I mean, it's less dangerous, but it's more eerie now, with nothing there and nothing ever going to be there again. Just so much that's just abandoned. It sort of makes you wonder whether the population of Underrail is stable or decreasing or maybe increasing. Who knows? I mean, after what we've done to them, it's certainly not gone up. I mean, we must have killed several hundred individuals down here, all told, just in this play. Well, I say just in this playthrough. There isn't really any other playthroughs, really. Everything's unless this is an elevator. No. Really? So where is the lift up to? Is that down here? Does it say anywhere? Does it say anywhere where there is? I mean, I'll go up here just in case it's this. It's not this. I suppose it's just me wandering about aimlessly down here until I find an elevator. nothing in any of these places, areas. I suppose I could do the cool thing and ride the faceless tunneler up to the surface. But I don't think that will fly somehow. Yeah, that's just caves. I'll go and look down here. Okay, and I've dumbassed my way again, so I'll see you in a second once I have de-dumbassed myself. Okay, and I missed this, the cube. Because of course I did. I haven't actually looked at the cube. This must be the single weirdest item you've ever held. First of all, the cube is not a cube at all. It's an irregular polyhedron. On most polygon faces, there's a symbol. Some symbols are simple and some are complex. The most recurring patterns in them are crosses, often taking the central position with other symbols being placed around them. Filled in empty circles, brackets, and something that resembles the letter M or maybe a W. On some faces, there are slots of irregular shapes. The cube itself is very light and pleasantly smooth to the touch. What makes the object especially strange is the illusion of flatness it gives off when you direct your eyes towards its imaginary centre for long enough, while simultaneously the polygon faces on the edge of the projection sphere appear curved. Well, there we go. Come on, get up the ladder. So, we now have the cube, and with the cube apparently we should there should be a console that we can use. I'm not certain that this is the right console in this area, but I'll be back once we're there, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, now like another idiot, I have okay, disable secondary. Where is this elevator? I don't know where the elevator is. Is this the elevator? I really have no idea where I'm supposed to be going here. This isn't... Oh, Jesus Christ. I will see you again when we're at whichever elevator we're supposed to be at. And I suddenly realised I hadn't been through here. Which apparently should be where the elevator is. Touch of lockpicking. But I don't know for the life of me why I never went in here before. It just seems so unnecessary for me to not have been in here. Not that there's... I'll take it. Not that there's a great deal here for me to collect. I'll take the batteries. But, yeah. Burrowers! Oh, I love burrowers. No! For God's sakes! The misclicks again! But at least I've got you where I want you now. Come on. There we are. That's just exposed weakness on you. God hell. Jesus fucking wept. Okay, so there's quite a lot of them. Come on. And now I can just run around here. God hell, 90 fucking 5%. Jesus, there's more of them? Yeah, I can go down here. Ah, another hydraulic fluid canister, of course. I don't mind. You can attack me. Oh, come on. Really? God, this is taking so long. Really? Okay. Let's get ourselves thingamajigged up. I need me a repair kit on that. Gods. Critical hit of 11 damage. Let's go see what the skeleton holds for us. Yeah, not a great deal. One thing that I definitely feel would have possibly given me a advantage on the XPs is finding all the hidden secret-y bits, because that'll give me 123, so I need to switch to you. Would have given me all the hidden secret experience, which is like 2 or 3. That was pointless as fuck. Would have given me all of, I mean, there's tons of secrets and they give you like 2 or 3 experience points each minimum, and that's before you get any of the oddities that are in the secret areas. I'll take it. Don't need it. Already seen it, sadly. Yeah. Okay. That's everything there. What does the switch do? Okay, that's what the switch does. I don't want that to happen. And now we head up. So you're going to jump up and appear to me on the left? Yes. Familiar shape materializes before you. In an instant, his request that the cube is returned to the faceless surfaces from your memory. And so does the fact that you've just done the opposite. He is motionless and remains so as he speaks. Tchort is no more. You're right. The only way for me to leave deep caverns was to kill Tchort. I was correct. And the two of us meet again. Other events await, or should I say our participation. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for someone who pretends to be one of your own kin but is not. Hadrian Tanner, as he calls himself. Just as your lips separate to sound the most obvious question, you hear the answer precede it. Tanner must die, but few but myself can make sure that occurs. I am a powerful being, and so is he. We are the same kin, and he conceals it better. The reason should be obvious. Why must you kill him? He committed a crime. What crime? That does not concern you. So you need me to get to him? No, Tanner is no longer in Southgate Station. He knows I am after him, and if I am correct, he should be on his way to North Underrail. Our events are connected. Yours, Tanner's, mine. I do not know why, but I do know that such is the case. As I saw you being an essential participant in the destruction of Tchort, perhaps you are also an actor of similar importance than Tanner's, or even in other events. It's an option I would be foolish to disregard. After our conversation comes to an end, I will travel to North Underrail. After him, I would recommend you do so too. All the destruction that emerged from events we have witnessed is the consequence of his actions, in one way or the other, and his actions are unlikely to deviate from the norm. If you want to prevent similar events from occurring, then North Underrail should be your next destination. You'll be able to find me in a place you call Hexagon. Ask for 6. He's a dangerous individual, and if you're right, he better be stopped. I will go to North Underrail. Good. The faceless blockade is no more, so the railroad should be unobstructed. The artifact, give it to me. I say I don't have any choice. He takes the cube without touching it. He simply nears his hand to it, and it moves into his possession. Lesser women would never have been given this choice after such insolence. Consider yourself lucky. It's foolish of you to even think you could escape with the artifact. Ask any questions while you still can. I wasn't trying to escape with it. A, I'd completely forgotten that you said about giving it to the Faceless, and B, there are no Faceless anymore. What are you and where are you from? I come from far away, and that is the best answer I can give you. It's the only one you'll be able to understand. As for what I am, the things you see will be enough of an answer. Are you one of the God-men? I'm not sure what that term means. If it's something you've heard from Nazif, then note that his knowledge is limited, even more so than he thinks. Tchort referred to you as a high one. What does that mean? It is an archaic term, a distant thought. It does not describe me, but it speaks volumes about this particular manifestation. Far away from where? You would not understand it. You do not need this information. You say Tanner is pretending to be one of us. You don't seem to care about concealing your presence. No. Why? It would be meaningless for me to do so. Deception is not what I want. What can you tell me about Tanner? His power is not far from my own, even though, because of his deceptive nature, he is reluctant to reveal it. He hid from me over the course of many events, under different pseudonyms. Every time I revealed him, he vanished. Why would he fight you? Has he ever tried? No, he's powerful, but not as much as I am. You sure he hasn't found a way to increase his power somehow? He tried, but I did not allow him, as you are able to see. What's Tanner's real name? I'll not reveal that. Fuck me, you told me yours. Yes, name's hold power. I reveal mine because it's necessary. Really, Tanner's is not. Maybe in some different event. You say your mission is to kill Tanner, yet you let him get away so that you can ensure Tchort was destroyed. Why? I already told you. It's something I knew was most important. But you didn't know why. Why put so much effort into it when you aren't sure? I was sure it needed to be destroyed. I was not sure why. There was a difference. Nothing left to ask you. Good, our conversation is done. Well, that was a big pile of bullshit. That was a big pile of bullshit. Tchort wants to do something. God knows what it was. Item lost the cube. Talk to the councillors about him. Where are we? Oh, good God. Okay, well, we're here now, so we might as well explore. There we go, mark card deck, 2 XPs. What is that? Okay, that's an exit. Nothing over there. Okay, let's quick save and go this way. Pigs and those things. Fluorescent snout. No more fluorescent snout, sadly. No, didn't want that. Where am I going now? Really? This goes up to here, does it? Why did I not discover this area before? Ah, because of... Okay, because of the rocks that were there. Everything's making sense now. Tell you now, I'm fucking glad I brought that dynamite up with me. Fucking glad I brought that dynamite up with me, otherwise it'd have been... This could have been like a major problem. This is like... Where does this attach to? Another area. Come on, siphoners, where are you? Why even have this thing here? You know, I don't get it sometimes. I don't get it a lot of the time, but I don't get it sometimes. I'm sure this wasn't there before. Certain it wasn't there before. So strange. Yeah, I'll go this way. No, I'll go the other way then. Ooh, have I gotten rid of all my Southgate station passes and shit? That would be a little unfortunate if I had, wouldn't it? But they know me. They know me. Okay. I assume it will be in the... Is Tanner's office? No. Okay. 1 second. Let's talk to Vera Hale. From the moment you stepped into the room, Vera's eyes were fixed on you. However, you were aware the worried look is not only due to your lengthy absence. Sarian Star, I'm so glad you're alive. After we heard the Protectorate forces were moving towards the Institute of Tchort and not hearing from you for so long, I became really worried. We've yet to determine if I'm actually alive, considering the things I've been through. I understand, and you deserve rest. I wouldn't want to delay it any longer, but something happened. Tanner disappeared. I know. She pauses, so the word is already out. Tell me about Tanner's disappearance. He left his office some time ago, and no one's seen him since. No one saw him leave through any of the station's exits, like he vanished. It's never happened before. So many things are happening around South Underrail, and his disappearance worries me. Vera looks at you as if wanting to say something, but that statement seems like it's been replaced by a different one. We still haven't checked his room. Since you're here, I think it's best you do it. Why me? Usually I'd approach Gordsky with these kinds of things, but since he's still in Core City, that leaves you and the one I would trust the most with something that important. In that case, I guess I'll have to do it. Let's see Ezra. He'll let you into Tam's room. Keep your eyes open and try to find anything at all which might shed some light on what's going on here. On my way. Good. Meanwhile, I think it's time I assemble the council. Return to me once you and Ezra inspect Tanner's room. Ooh, we've got some XP. We're now only 33 away. It's surprisingly close, to be honest. Medical and psionics. No, it's the other one, isn't it? It's engineering and cyber labs. Just check up here now. Search Tanner's room for clues. Talk to Ezra. Okay. Well, I'm wondering if this is actually going to be a longer thing than I had anticipated or not. I'm going to carry on doing it. If it is very long, I will split this episode into 2 episodes. If not, then I will just carry on and make this a slightly extended episode. So we shall continue. Here's Ezra. Ezra looks at you with his one good eye and speaks in his usual calm, even fashion. Have you spoken to Vera? Yes, that's why I'm here. I'm ready to go to Tanner's room. Ezra presents the keycard to Tanner's room. Follow me. I also noticed, since I've been recording this in several parts, are you going to say anything? There, I will wait here whilst you inspect Tanner's room. You do that. I'm going to take a look inside. And be cautious, just in case. Do you know something I don't? If I did, I would have told you by now. Right, I'm going inside. Why am I so hefty here? Well, either way, I'm going to take another one of those. I noticed that since I'm recording this in several parts, the achievement for killing Tchort, only 2.7% of players have got that. I was a little bit concerned on that. Empty filing cabinet, empty desk. take the repair stuff. Do I have anything that needs repairing? Yeah, you're still basically all okay. You could actually do with a repair kit, to be honest. And you, I think I can replace with this. Mechanical 1510, mechanical 28. I think I'll switch these over now. You stare at an old picture in front of you, its seemingly solid surface is occasionally shifting before your very eyes, and soon you begin to wonder if it's solid at all. Your hand comes closer to touching the picture. Ezra's words of caution pass through your mind, and you ignore them. A warm sensation pulses through your fingers as they meet the surface and vanish in it. They feel as if you're pushing them through a viscous fluid, and they also feel distant. Put your arm through the picture. Slowly your arm disappears up to the elbow. A warm sensation now travels all the way to your shoulder and slowly proceeds further, creating a familiar feeling similar to blood flowing back into a numbed limb, but more intense. However, after holding this pose for a few more moments, the warmth begins to dissipate and your arm feels gone. Your mind begins to panic, screaming for the severed limb, and pain becomes excruciating. Go through the picture. Despite the burning urge to pull your arm out, you instead push your whole body through. For a brief moment, it felt like you swam through thick, warm liquid. Yet you're clean upon passing through. Pain is gone, and you get to the other side whole. Ooh. Let's do some recharging. What do I go through here? I'm up to 133 and that requires a 135. So I think it's time to have some underpie. Really? A fucking plasma core. Judging by its positioning, this could be some sort of console, but you have no idea how it would function since it has no obvious displays or controls. There's nothing else. Metal fragments. Mask fragments. You see fragments of what appears to be a realistic human face mask. When you step out of the picture, you're startled to see Ezra staring at you. I see you have found something interesting. Damn it, Ezra, don't do that anymore. We have an agreement. The corner of his lip twists into a barely perceptible smile. Wait, did you know about this picture? No, and still calling it a picture seems rather inadequate, based on what I've just seen. Tell me, Sirian Star, what was on the other side of this portal? A small room with a stasis cell of some kind and 2 desks. There was a chemical set and a number of different chemicals there, along with what appeared to be mask fragments. Ezra absorbs your words, but the only response you get are a few slow nods. You know something, Ezra? The things you describe are familiar to me. Over the years, there were a few instances where I was able to peer into Tanner's mind. Faint shapes of what you described was what I saw. I was quickly expunged, however, in every single one of these instances. So I know nothing of the purpose or meaning of these things. Tanner's disappearance is a mystery to me as it is to you, Sarah Evenstar, and now I believe it is the time to share your findings with the rest of the Council. Let's go see them. As you were describing what you saw in Tanner's room, you could clearly make out expressions of growing astonishment on council members' faces. And with that, the room instantly becomes noiseless, as if empty, until old Jonas speaks. And there it is. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Won't you listen, woman? This is the moment where we can finally sit down and discuss the man, if he even is a man at all, who's been a mystery to us for all these years. Yeah, we never dared speak about him. Whatever. I know what we're all thinking alike here, right? Yes, she pauses. Tanner was a mystery. His appearance, background, or lack thereof was just his presence. He stood out so much when I saw him the first time, but no one ever spoke about him, ever. He was a competent man, so I accepted things as they were. Well, Vera, child, it wasn't only you. I remember Tanner when he first came to the station. I had hair and more teeth. An epithet old was far off from becoming stuck to my name. Tanner, he barely looked different than what he looks now. Maybe it's because of the thing you saw in that room of his, Sarah Evenstar. Tanner barely aged. You people might not have noticed it as much, but I did. I felt the same as Vera, and as every single soul in this station, and for a good reason. Tanner was clearly hiding something from us. The peek into his room, as revealing as it is, poses more questions than answers. He shrugs. I don't know, but at least we can now openly discuss Tanner. I do not agree with anything said here. Our opinions do not differ. I do not disagree with anything said here. Our opinions do not differ. However, we now need to focus on the reason or reasons for his disappearance and how that will affect Southgate Station and Sarah Evenstar if he has more things to reveal to us about him. Sarah Evenstar, you performed quite a few tasks for Tanner recently. Ever since she got here, Tanner's been sending her around. Do you know anything else we feel you should know about? Although you feel blah blah blah. Now's the time to talk, Sarah Evenstar. Tell us what you'll know. Tasks Tanner gave me were all somehow connected to the mysterious object which was stolen from the Faceless, causing them to invade Core City and the rest of South Underrail. I've learned the object is a powerful one, and Tanner wanted it for himself. All this has led to me to the way to Deep Caverns, where I've seen it finally get returned to the Faceless. Are you trying to say that Tanner was the one responsible for the invasion? Story gets better and better. What the heck is this object you're talking about? I don't know what it does, but I have seen it. It's a polyhedron made of some unknown material. It had strange markings and what appeared to be sockets of some kind. Incredible. Tanner must have needed that device so badly he was willing to risk an all-out war with the Faceless. There is, however, the question of how he was able to steal it from the Faceless in the first place. Someone did it for him. I found Laura Baker in the Deep Caverns, and she explained to me that Tanner sent her and Terry to pick up this object from some man. He must have been connected in some way to the theft, if not having done it himself. However, the earthquake prevented the Bakers from returning to SGS, and so did a gang which called itself the Acid Hunters. They killed Terry and wounded Laura, and took the item from them. Laura, in Deep Caverns? She is alive? What happened to her? I wasn't able to bring her back from Deep Caverns. The Faceless must have taken her with them, and I don't know where she is now. No, I'm afraid she died shortly after we spoke. This is unfortunate news indeed, but we need to return to this Faceless object. You mentioned that you went all the way down to Deep Caverns. Tell us how it happened. After the Acid Hunters took it from Laura and Terry, it finally ended up in Cortex Research Facility, from which it was stolen by the Tchortists. After infiltrating their institute, the Faceless attacked, but the object had already been sent down into Deep Caverns, so I had no option but to follow it. Better and better. Would you stop it, Janice? It seemed like everyone wanted this object, including the Enigmatic Institute. Why did the Tchortists send it to Deep Caverns? What do they have there? They have Tchort. What is Tchort? It's one ugly creature, one giant, disgusting, mutated mass of flesh and slimy tentacles sprouting from it. Everyone silently exchanging glances. I killed it and returned the object to the Faceless. You got a real pair of mighty boulders between your legs. I mean figuratively, sweetheart. Fascinating. You have seen amazing things in such a short period of time, and you live to tell the tale. But this tale presents more questions than answers, and we still don't know who Tanner truly is, what he was going to do with the Faceless device, and where he is now. There's a thing or two I've learned that might shed some light on who Tanner really is. Do tell us, Arianstar. I've met this humanoid creature which calls itself Ra-Mun-Bra. We've met even before Deep Caverns, and it seems we were both involved in all these important events regarding the Faceless subject. Can you describe it? He's lame, tall, about as tall as Tanner, has a prosthetic arm and a leg, wears a metallic-looking mask, and instead of eyes he has 4 lenses. One other striking feature is that he has 6 digits on each of his hands. As tall as Tanner, mask. He's a powerful individual and even capable of things like instant teleportation. The technology he wields is far more advanced than anything we've ever seen. Yeah, go on. He and Tanner seem to be of the same species. From what I understood, Ra-Mun-Bra wants to assassinate him, and he seems to have been trying to find him for a long time. Now that he's finally discovered him, Tanner slipped away and fled to North Underrail. So what you're trying to say is Tanner's been posing as human in order to hide from wherever the hell it is. Assassin, and now bolted as soon as this Ra-Mun-Bra Ember snuffed him out. Everything makes sense now. The Faceless object, Tanner's appearance, that stasis cell in his room, his departure. Still don't know what he was going to do with that gizmo, but I can bet the 5 hairs on my head that it's related to him not wanting to get zapped by his fellow kinsmen. Gentlemen, I think a long meeting is ahead of us. Thank you for everything, Sir Evenstar. The rest of us have a long discussion ahead. You, on the other hand, might want to get some rest. Some good rest. You've done more than enough. Afterwards, you should come to my office. I will. Okay. Okay, exit. Anything in? Well, there's a shit ton of stuff in and around here, at least. I am going to just quickly dump off a few things. Don't think I need some of these repair kits. Probably don't need all of these super health hypos, to be perfectly honest. Is there anything else I can get rid of? Oh, I don't need all of these. Okay. Let's go back to her office. Actually, let's go to the Commons and Cantina. Because, is this her office? No, this is Tanner's office. Excellent. There's nobody in here, which means I can now take a look around. Goggles, machete, which I have not learnt yet, and even though I don't need to, I will. Let's just lock or unlock away. None of this is actually a locker. It feels very strange to be lockpicking filing cabinets, to be honest. A bit weird, but you know, it happens. I'll take all his money. It's a good gun. It's pretty decent. Well, you know, as decent as they get gun, and I'll take all of this money. And I'll take all of this money. Money, money, money. Hacking 0? Weird. So, electronic scraps and nothing. Okay, well, we've done that. I'll just open this up. Nothing really in here, sadly. And let's go down to administration and library. So, still got to talk to Vera or take the train to North Underrail. Vera wants to find out what happened to... Oh, I did do the... I did do that. What's in here? I can't go in either of these rooms. Well, there are still signs of concern intertwined into her expression. You notice more confidence and resolution in her stance and speech. Did you rest well, Sir Evenstar? Yes, I did. She nods. Do you know why I wanted to speak to you? You wanted to ask me something. Yes, to be more specific, I wanted to offer something to you. How would you like to become one of the Southgate Station councillors? Why me? South Underrail hasn't been this turbulent ever since the breakup of Biocorp. Earthquake, faceless invasion, United Stations integration, and increasing conflicts between the Underrail Protectorate and the Free Drones, to mention but a few. Oh, don't worry, I've got rid of the Protectorate there. After you left, the Council discussed you and your recent first-hand experiences throughout Underrail. We feel what you know would be of great use to our station. This is why we offer you this position, and it's something upon which we all agreed. You don't have to answer right away. Think about this. You'll most likely take over some of Tanner's duties, some of the ones you could manage at first. Then, well, we'll get to the details and specifics after you give me a positive answer. Do you want to become a councillor, Sarian style? Not yet. I have to think about it. Certainly, there's no pressure on you. We simply feel it would be a valuable contribution to the council. I'll be here once you make your decision. I understand. I had some other questions for you. Show Vera the keycard. Did this belong to the Bakers? Vera inspects the card. Yes, it is. She pauses. Why are you giving this to me? Where did you find it? What happened? I found it in a man's corpse in a deserted camp, located in the caves north of Rail crossing the train station. I'm afraid that the corpse was Terry's. Laura was nowhere to be seen. Vera opens her mouth to say something but falls silent. Several seconds pass before she advances the conversation. This is very bad. The Bakers were wonderful people, and have you learned anything? I've just told you this. I mean, I'm doing this in slightly a different order than I was anticipating, but sadly that's all I know. Laura, what if she's alive? There is a possibility. There is. Very well, Sarah. I'll take the keycard. I have some questions. See you later. Well, we've gained another XP. And that's the... So, it does appear that right now I can take the train to North. I think the options here are either, and I'm just guessing, take the train to North Underrail or become a councillor. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's really the end decision here. I much as I love SGS, in terms of the story, I think I would rather carry on. In terms of, I think my character would choose to go to North Underrail. And yeah, this is the game. It's done. It's really been quite interesting. I've enjoyed playing it, and I've finally fucking beaten Tchort, which was the main thing. This is sort of like the little end result of the the post sort of climactic battle thing. I think I'm going to go to North Underrail. As before and during the faceless blockade, it was still business as usual in Junkyard. The balance of power between the Black Eels and Scrappers held. Don't know if this fades out by itself, or whether I have to prompt it. Yes. Protectorate, however, was forced to evacuate the premises after the drones took control of the station above. Having been bombed from above constantly and having little in the way of resupplying and reinforcing their position, they eventually struck a deal with the Eels and evacuated through the waterways. This finally put an end to the Protectorate's idea of being able to integrate the far south into their territory anytime soon. With piracy being decisively suppressed, the shipment of extracted old world junk remained the town's largest source of income and ensured its survival in the foreseeable future. With both burrowers and the Rat-Hound King out of the way, the Thorians extended their hunting grounds and grew their community. Though you took care of their faceless problem, rail crossing's troubles had only just begun. Since they lost too many people during the Faceless attack, they had to seek help from the Protectorate. However, the train carrying the aid never arrived. Eventually, the nearby Ironhead clans took notice of the station's weakened state and mounted an assault. Despite being weakened by the absence of Balor and his clan, the bandits had smelled weakness and kept on with their offensive. Though the initial attack was repelled, a few survivors decided not to wait for a second one and abandoned the station. Some headed for SGS, some headed for Core City, but the bulk of the community, led by Herv, stuck together and has been said to have settled somewhere to the north. I like how they're doing this. Probably go to Foundry next, yep. With the beast dead, Foundry was able to resume its production. Though economically prosperous and safe from outside threats, the city continued to suffer the same health hazards. Life in Core City went on as before. Caged by the city's high concrete walls and mesmerized by violent entertainment, workers, merchants, bandits, owners all struggled onward, while oligarchs played their shadowy games. One organisation sought to challenge the balance of power in the city, though. The Silver Hand, formed from the Zone Rats gang and led by Gorski, who left the SGS to pursue his ambition of taking control of Core City. Fair enough. That was his ambition, to take control of the entire city. I couldn't remember that from the little quests we did with him. Seems a bit expansionist. Though met with fierce opposition from the established oligarchs, the organisation still survived, and due to enjoying the general support of the zoners and other poor inhabitants of the city, managed to carve out a small piece of Core City for itself. People still flocked in great numbers to watch the arena, their thirst for blood never quite satisfied. Legend of Goddess of Sleep, a mysterious gladiator who came from nowhere and quickly rose to the title of Invictus, would live for years to come. I'd probably kick even more ass now. With the destruction of Epione Lab, loss of South Railroad Station, and finally the evacuation of Junkyard Embassy, the Protectorate suffered devastating setbacks and was in the end forced to abandon their plans to take control of South Underrail, at least for the time being. However, the numbers in the upper Underrail and Core City remained strong still, as did their will to dominate. It was only a matter of time before they would rise again. Glad we didn't really go in with them this time, I think. Or did we? No, we didn't. I would have remembered this bit. Probably could have gone in. The enormous success of free drones in pushing the Protectorate out of the far south took everyone by surprise. No one dared to hope that such a small cell could accomplish such a great task. But this just goes to prove the old proverb that it's not about the size of a rat in the fight, but the size of the fight in the rat. From there, the conflict ended a stalemate, though. The Protectorate was unable to retake the lost station or repair the damage done to the Epione. But neither could the Free Drones push their advantage further, as most of their plans were being foiled by Protectorate special forces. Once the Protectorate soldiers managed to crack the heavy gate and enter the Institute, they found none alive amongst the carnage. All the bodies of the dead faceless were gone, and all the Tchortists lay where they fell. Except for one, Iodine's body. Following Tchort's death, Harmo Stavros led the remaining Rastafals out of deep caverns. The discarded uniforms were found in the lower Underrail, but it's unknown where they went from there. The Black Sea expedition struggled as soon as its ships sailed into all but forgotten waters. However, Aegis Incorporated defences did not give in. Slowly but surely the Lemurian facilities were opened one by one, providing advanced technology, knowledge and clues toward what would be revealed to be the expedition's ultimate goal, the Acorn. I did this! After its acquisition, it was time to leave, and all surviving personnel managed to leave the Black Sea safely, and for good. Apart from the girl who got killed in a pirate attack. Yeah. In the beginning, since the expedition's arrival, the Grim Jeddahs mostly kept to their own part of the sea, waiting for the right time to strike. Till I fucked them up. However, a single wrong move resulted in their demise. Professor Oldfield's kidnapping has led to the death of their leader, Captain Grimm, something from which these sea dogs never managed to recover. Hell yeah! Same greedy temperament that facilitated their unification now made them turn against one another. The Grim Jeddahs fragmented into a small, numerous crews whose infamy was like a drop in the sea of their former glory. Defeated in combat, their capacity to wage war now greatly diminished. Sorry, I couldn't understand what they were called. But since there was no longer a war to wage, life became just that much more peaceful. You don't get much more peaceful than dead, and I killed every one of them. The very few who observed this post-expedition period from up close thought an old saying described it best. Broken bones do heal stronger. However, slit throats don't heal very often. These guys were alright then. The expedition's medical supplies served as a key morale boost for the muties. Even after the supplies ran out, the improvement to their health gave many relief to reevaluate their existence. And soon a faint sense of hope began to spread across the refuge. Oh, that's nice. The Acorn didn't remain in Professor Oldfield's possession for long, as it soon found itself in the hands of the expedition's benefactors. Its whereabouts after that remain unknown. The ferryman, he still roams about in his trusty ferry, scouring the depths of the Black Seas. But now, with everyone dead, he has no one to sell to. Under Vera's leadership, SGS fostered a good relationship with the Protectorate and United Stations. Though things were certainly slowed down by the troubles that befell the Protectorate, it eventually came to pass that SGS became an official part of United Stations. Not everyone was happy with the direction SGS took. Most of Gorski's followers and even some neutrals left the station, while Gorski himself denounced Vera and declared himself her enemy. Bit harsh. Gorski's turning into a bit of a rebel there. As for yourself, you decided there are more important things than managing a station, and that your destiny lies elsewhere. You boarded a train that took you to the far north to Hexagon, where you hoped you'd find Ra Umbra. Having retrieved their precious artifact, the Faceless retreated back into the depths from whence they came. Probably take all of those down now. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Underrail. I will not read all the names, but I will leave them all here until they have run down. That was it then, apparently. I understand why people say this was a near enough one-man show now. Yeah, that was great. I enjoyed it. I mean, some things were a little bit felt rushed, and it sort of kind of ended. It was like lots and lots and lots and lots of story that sometimes didn't really go many places. I mean, overall, I really enjoyed it, and the gameplay experience is fantastic. My previous build in the sniper rifle, I probably didn't specialise as well as I could have done with that, and having not faced Tchort or have any idea of how powerful Tchort and Deep Caverns was, it kind of the jump in difficulty between every other enemy in the game and Tchort was unbelievable. I've never played a game in which you sort of play the whole game and then suddenly the big bad comes down and you are vaporized instantly, effectively, as it just never felt anything like it in a game. But the knife build seems to have taken care of it quite nicely. I mean, I was shocked at how easy Tchort went down in the knife build. It did help that it was literally my first go at killing him, and it took 2 turns. If I'd have gone about it probably by throwing some of the acid or something first as well, that could have even gone quicker. Maybe even been a 1-turn jobby. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It definitely had that sort of 90s, early 2000s Fallout feel. I think there's an awful lot that could be improved. There's an awful lot they got right. I think the crafting it just feels like it's underwhelming sometimes, and that there's too many things that are useless that you can craft, as opposed to there being some things that you can do which are really effective. I mean, I barely used the electro knife at all, apart from a few robots and against Tchort. Admittedly, it shone really well. But I'd picked up that initial knife that I used very early on in the game, and I never really needed a weapon that was better than it. It did everything I could ever want, and it was very difficult to craft a knife that was better than it. But yeah, the armor, I didn't really need a great deal of different armor. The stealth aspect of the build worked quite well, I feel, for some areas, but wasn't massively necessary for others. Well, I mean, with the action point cost, some guns are really unlikely to make it ever into any future playthroughs that I do. I didn't really get into the heavy weapons, as I've never really had a powerful strength character. I didn't need any psi powers. on this. I probably could have gone completely sci-free in this game, and that would have freed up quite a lot of skill points I could have put into some other things, but there's not a huge amount of other things that were worthy of putting in. I mean, the hacking, I didn't need more, I don't think. Once I'd gotten the special Hux key or whatever it was, that added enough bonuses along with the Lemurian armor suit to take care of most of the hacking. I could have increased my throwing a bit, but there's a point where, you know, a grenade is going to be hitting at most 90% of the time anyway, so there's not really any need to do that. Some of the crafting stuff I could have gone into more. Maybe some merchantile or something would have helped get some more items, but the items you buy at some point are overtaken by what you can craft. You know, tough to say, but I would definitely recommend this game to anybody who has even the slightest interest in the old Fallout games, or who just likes turn-based action pointy type games in general. I mean, it's a long game. It's a long game. I tried to do as much as I could with the character that I built, but I think I got a fair amount of everything done. I think there's an off chance that I could have leveled up more, but that would have involved me probably going around at the end and wiping out everybody in the entire game to pick up some random oddity XPs. But yeah, I only fell 32 short by the end, so I consider it a pretty good success. Also shows you don't need to max out your level to win the game. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm going to take probably the rest of the week off playing anything, but I've got a few episodes of my next game coming up. I'm going to carry on with the... oh, crikey, I think it's... well, originally it was BioWare possibly into play. Icewind Dale. I actually, before I finished the first playthrough of Underrail, I made like 4 or 5 episodes, as I thought, oh, I'll be killing Tchort now and be heading on. But no, apparently I couldn't kill Tchort before, so I've had these 5 episodes of Icewind Dale stored up for the best part of the last year, which is great fun. Anyway, by the time this comes out, it will be probably, I'm going to say, 2nd, maybe 3rd week of December. Certainly the 2nd. So I'll say Happy Christmas on the off chance that this is released around Christmas time. I hope everybody has a nice Christmas, or whatever sort of festive holiday of whatever description that you may have. And we'll either end December or start the new year with Icewind Dale, which for the time of year is probably sort of season appropriate. So again, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.